Hi dear students, welcome to my class. This is for 8th students. Okay, and the chapter is chemical effects of electric current. In the last video, we were discussed about the liquids conducts electricity. In that, we have to use the lemon juices, vinegar, different solutions are used for this checking of liquids conducts electricity or not. So we are already take the for conduction of test we are taking distilled water. So for the distilled water there is no conduction of electricity. Why? Because there is no ions in that distilled water. If any salts, acids or bases are dissolved in this distilled water, then only which conducts the electricity. So from that knowledge, we can understand. So we can study further. When electric current flows through a conducting solution means that is a liquid. That liquid contains ions. So ions are the responsible for the conduction of electricity. So when electric current flows through a conducting solution, does it produces an effect on that solution? That electric current produces any effect on that particular solutions. That is what we are studying in this class. That means the chemical effects of electric current. Chemical effects of electric current. Chemical effects of electric current. Electric current. The topic name and the chapter name is same now. Okay. So now we have to comes for the real concept of this chapter. So for that you already studied that some effects of electric current in your previous classes. So what does the effect current produces when it flows through a conducting solutions? So if you know this, you have to perform an activity. For that activity, we have to take out two carbon rods carefully from the two discarded cells. So in our houses, we are using a torch. In the torches, we have used the cells. In that cells, you have to take the black colored carbon rods. So that discarded cells, take discarded cells. From that discarded cells, you have to take two carbon rods. Okay, clean their metal caps. Okay, if you consider this is like this. So this is a carbon rod. In this carbon rod, a metal cap is there. So when you take this metal rod, you have to clean the metal caps. So why? Because in that metal caps, so you can see the corrosion also. For that corrosion, there is no conduction of electricity. So it inhibits the flow of current or electricity. That's why you have to clean the metal caps with a sandpaper and wrap the copper wire around the metal caps. This, if you consider this is a metal cap, so wrap the metal wire. This is a metal wire. So this after the wrapping of metals, so metal wires around the metal caps of the carbon and join them with a battery. So I am taking two carbon rods. This is a carbon rod and this is a one carbon rod. So with the metal wire, that is a copper wire, from that copper wire wrap the copper wire and these wires are connected with the battery. So this is one long line indicates a positive and small line indicates negative end. Okay, so this is a battery. For this battery I am going to connect two metal rods. Okay, so these two rods we call as electrodes. What ma? Electrodes. So what is this electrodes? The electrodes are these are the metal rods. These are the metal rods or maybe carbon rods that are dipped in its solution, dipped in its ionic solutions. That is what electrodes. Instead of this carbon rods, you can use the iron rods also. That should be 6 centimeter long. 6 centimeter long iron nails can be used. So for this, take or pour a cup of a cup full of water in a plastic or glass bowl. I am taking this is a glass bowl. Okay, for this glass bowl I am fill the water. Fill the water. This is the water. So in the water, two rods are immersed. Two rods are immersed. Okay, the two rods are immersed in this liquid solutions. So for this water, I am going to add a teaspoon of lemon juice. Lemon juice. So why you add this lemon juice, or why I am adding this lemon juice, or any salts or bases? So in the last class we already told that when this acids, bases and salts dissolve in the solution or in the liquids, which conducts more electricity. That means it conducts more conducting capacity, which has a more conducting capacity. So make sure that metal caps, carbons of outside the water. This metal caps are should be outside the water. This is you have to what you have to observe. So wait for 3 to 4 minutes and observe carefully. So in the metal rods, in that metal rods, air bubbles or gas bubbles near these electrodes. Can we call this change? Can we change? Before connection there is no air bubbles, but after connecting with this battery, this complete the circuit, we call air bubbles are formed. So this we call as a change. So which type of change? Chemical change. That chemical change we call as a chemistry. Chemical change, that means chemical reaction. So in the last from the last 7th class you already know that. So chemical change nothing but chemical reactions. So see dear students, from this concept in 1800 a British chemist is there. His name is William Nicholson. William Nicholson, he find out one new concept, that is it's shown that if electrodes were, these are the electrodes were immersed in water, this is the water, and a current was passed. This current is passed from the battery. Okay, current is passed from the battery. The bubbles of oxygen and hydrogens were produced. So the air bubbles. So in this air bubbles are deposited on the surface of the electrodes. So the oxygen bubbles and hydrogen bubbles. So these oxygen bubbles are formed on the electrodes connected to the positive terminal. So this emitter terminal electrodes are having a oxygen bubbles. So the red colored in a negative terminal we can observe the hydrogen bubbles. These are the oxygen bubbles. Okay, so this is told by this William Nicholson. Okay, the passage of an electric current through this conducting solution causes a chemical reaction. That chemical reaction means formation of bubbles, formation of oxygen bubbles and the formation of hydrogen bubbles. That chemical change we call as a chemical reaction. As a result of these bubbles, okay, deposits of electrodes, these electrodes deposits a metals also. This changes of colors of solutions. It may be the solution colors may be changes, and all these we call as chemical reaction or chemical effects of this electric current. Okay, so chemical effects of electric current means this chemical from the electric current chemical reactions are occur. This is what you have to remember. From the electric current chemical reactions are occur. How do you recognize? By using two electrodes, and two electrodes connected with the battery and two electrodes are immersed in the water. This water is a conducting solution. For this more conducting you have to add a lemon juice, and after 3 to 4 minutes the air bubbles in positive terminal electrodes gives the formation form the oxygen bubbles, and negative terminal forms the hydrogen bubbles. For these chemical changes, these chemical changes shows that the electric current is responsible for the chemical reactions. Okay, this is what today's class. In the next class, we will further discuss about the effects of this electric current. Okay, thank you.